guys, I'm here to do my 2019 reading goals. I've been doing this for the past couple of years and I actually really like doing it because it kind of keeps me like a little bit more accountable. I did okay last year, but I want to do a lot better. So let's get into it. If I could pick my dream stats for Goodreads, this is what they would be. I want to read 150 books, which is what I basically read this year. That might be a small challenge because I'm definitely reading less than I have in the past couple of months just because of school and everything. But my goal is to read 150 books by the end of the year. Think it's doable. I just need, and I'll talk about this a little bit, I just need to find more time to read, and I'll talk about that in my video. I also want to listen to at least 12 books a year. Physically listen to 12 books a year because I do have an Audible subscription. I fell a little bit far behind this year because I've been listening to other things. But I do want to listen to at least 12 books. And I did do that last year, so that should not be a problem. And I have been listening to longer audiobooks. Like I listened to Tales of the Shadowhunter Academy. I listened to Lady Midnight this year. So all those books are kind of on the longer side, and I am listening to a bunch of bigger ones this year, including Queen of Shadows. So we will see how many books I actually do wind up reading, but my goal stats is 150 books, and of those 150 books, at least 12 to 15 will be audiobooks. It's also been the first full year that I've been blogging, Instagramming, and being a YouTuber, so I have some professional goals, I guess you could say. I'm still pretty small in all of these spheres, but I would love to have 200 followers on my blog, 400 followers on my booktube channel, and 1,000 followers on Instagram. Some of these goals I think are a little bit doable than the other ones, but I like to challenge myself, so hopefully I can meet these goals or at least come near them. I think the Instagram one might be the most challenging, but I do have hopes that I will meet the YouTube goal the first because that's the one I've been trying I've been a booktuber longer than I've been anything else. But for the 230 people I have following me, thank you so much so far. I really appreciate it. For anyone following me, thank you so much. I hope I'm giving you guys great content. And if you have any ideas for content, be sure to comment below and I'll be sure to add them to my video docket. So yeah, this is what I do for fun. I love doing this. I love reading. I love making videos for you guys, but I don't know. Hopefully I can expand my audience a little bit. And I'll talk about that hopefully in what I want to read this year that will maybe interest a little bit, will diversify my audience a bit. But that's my professional goals as a booktuber. My biggest goal this year is to definitely be more organized with all of my postings on Instagram, my blog, and especially on YouTube. I have finally figured out how to schedule YouTube posts, which has made my life so much more easier right now. So that's what I'm going to really be utilizing. I'm also going to use the planner, and I have a hard time using planners, but I'm really going to try to use them. Instagram has been my biggest failure, I would say, this year because I love making those photos and I think that they're so much fun, but I need to prep them better so I can just post them. So that's what I'm gonna work on, really prepping stuff as far back as I can. But yeah, and I'm also gonna work on maybe creating a couple more video series for you guys, which I'm gonna start thinking about. And if you guys have any comments, comment below and I'll try to add them to my docket. But just to be a little bit more organized so that during the week it's just easy. I can just be okay, post this photo because it's already taken. So really to use this to organize me a little bit more. That's something that I'm definitely saying. Just to more organize me. And I also see that this has in the back it has an actual physical planner, which is actually so nice. So yeah, so this is a weekly planner. So this is actually great for me in my life now. This is actually great. So hopefully I can wind up using this as my real life planner, which would actually be great. So hopefully that works out. But you definitely need to utilize the planner from Owl Crate. Is another one of my goals. I am participating in 3 reading challenges this year. I'm participating in the Beat the Backlist challenge, which last year I wound up reading 56 books, and I'm going to keep that number. I want to read around 50 books, which I'm have been doing really well at, and I have so many arcs from last year that I'm sure that that will be an easy to accomplish. I also definitely want to read books as they come out. So really follow through on both the books that I get in my OwlCrate boxes, read them in a more timely fashion, and also when I take books out of the library to actually read them and not return them, which has been a big thing I'm dealing with. Like, I just take books out of the library and then I just never read them. So I do have them, I just don't never get to them. So to just read what I take out, because that's been a little bit of a problem with me recently, but definitely and also to do that. Read backlist books, read the books that I take out of the library when I take them out of the library. Use my Kindle a little bit more, which is going to sound like a weird goal, but just to like use it, because I don't think I've read on it in like about 6 months, just because I've been reading all the physical books that I've had and all the arcs that I've had. And also to participate in the TBR and Beyond Reading Challenge and the Pop Sugar Reading Challenge. I will be filming videos about those in early January, so keep a nose out for that as well. But those are my like reading challenge goals. The next two goals kind of go together. I do want to read and find new homes for 50 books, and I am going to make sure I keep a note of how many books I do get rid of, so at the end of the year I can have an itemized list. I did start doing that in 2017, and I just fell apart in 2018. But I definitely know that I got rid of about that many books, so I would like to keep around that. And I also want to read about half of my New York City Comic-Con / BEA books, which means I have a lot of stuff to read because I am going to BEA this year, all 4 days, well, 2 days, and then BookCon, and then I am going to 7 days of New York City Comic-Con next year. So I do want to get through those books just so I have room for other ones when I get them in May. So that's going to be my focus. I'm going to start pulling from those books a lot. And I did make 3 TBR jars, which I'll talk about in a little bit, and that's where most of those books are. So to read most of my New York City Comic-Con / BEA books and to get rid of or find new homes for 50 books. This is going to be a hard goal, and I'll be curious to see if I can actually do it. I want to only buy 2 books a month, not including OwlCrate. And this is a little bit challenging when me and my friends go book shopping because we always buy more than 2 books. But because we're so busy, and I'm gonna foresee that we're not gonna see each other a lot, so maybe I can do it. But I'm not gonna count OwlCrate because I really like getting those boxes. But like other books that I go physically buy, I'm going to try to buy only 2 books. And if I don't think I'm gonna need it, I'm just gonna get it from the library. That's what I'm going to try my hardest to do. I can't make any promises, but I would like to only buy 2 books a month. Some books I might buy. Some months I really buy no books. It's just sometimes when I go shopping with my friends, I tend to like go a little bit extreme because we go to all the discount book sites and the discount stores. So that's like where I have a problem. But hopefully, I can be a little bit better this year. So that's my goal, to only buy 2 books a month, not including book subscription boxes. And hopefully, I will only get 1 book subscription box a month, not including special edition boxes. My OwlCrate goals. I want to read at least 4 books from 2018, or backlist books from either OwlCrate Junior or OwlCrate Senior. So the 4 books I'm choosing is Shadow of the Fox, Amber and Dusk, Wizards of Once, Twinkle with Love. Is that it? I feel like there's one more I missed. I think that's it. So those books I just said, and if I can like recall any other ones that I haven't read. Oh, Sky in the Deep. That's the one that I really wanted to read. So Sky in the Deep, Shadow of the Fox, Amber and Dusk, Amber and Dusk, Shadow of the Fox, Wizards of Once, and Sky in the Deep. So those are like 6, and then just to stay up to date on my current OwlCrate books, which is always a problem. But yeah, so that's my goal. So those are the books I want to read in 2019, and just to stay up to date on my OwlCrate books, which is a problem, but I want to try to do it. So another goal. I noticed something shocking about my reading taste this year, that I read mostly only fantasy books, which is really surprising to me. It looks like I read like all fantasy, and this year, like, I really read mostly fantasy and like 10 contemporaries. So I really am going to try to diversify my reading. I did not read a single like thriller this year. I read not I know I think I read like one thriller this year, but I didn't read like any like real mysteries this year. So it's been a very heavy fantasy year, and I did actually just expand it in other ways. Like I read like some nonfiction, but I'm really going to try to read more than just fantasy. And I have so many books that are like outside those genres, so I'm just gonna try to push myself a little bit more and read contemporary. So what I did is I made 3 TBR jars. I made one for arcs, I think. I made one for contemporaries and thrillers and one for middle grade. So my goal is to every month to choose a book out of one of those or 2 of those. So like one month I'll take a contemporary and a middle grade, and one I'll take an arc and this. Um so those are the cups I have, and I'm just going to try to use them a little bit more. TBR jars always kind of fail, but I figure that I have this now, I might actually be able to do it. So that's what I'm going to start doing, and I'm going to start choosing these books tomorrow. So keep your nose out for my January TBR video. Yeah, so just try to diversify what I read and to not only read contemporary books in the summer. So that's another one that I've been pushing for a while, but to definitely try to read all the genres all year long and to just diversify my reading and read a little bit more nonfiction. Because I actually have a few books on my shelf that I've been eyeing, and I just need to find time to read them. So yeah, diversifying my reading. And I've gotten better, but I want to be a little bit more better. This is a goal that I was pretty good at this year. Listen to one audiobook a month. And this has definitely been affecting me because I have also started a book club where I have been reading 2 books every month for that. So normally my audiobook comes from that, whatever like the other book is. I normally choose that, but I'm definitely going to try to at least listen to 1 or 2 audiobooks a month. So at least to have 12 books, which is my goal. But yeah, I actually really like listening to audiobooks. Right now I'm listening to Harry Potter, which when I'm done with Harry Potter, I will have a lot more listening time left. But definitely to listen to 1 or 2 audiobooks a month. I've noticed this about myself that I've been rushing my reading like a lot. And I'm just gonna try to like not worry about it. If I don't reach 150 bucks, I'll just lower my goal. But I'm just going to like read to read, and I'm not gonna like worry about the page numbers. I'm just going to enjoy the story. And I think for the past like couple of weeks I've been like really stressed out that like I wasn't gonna finish all my books, and I have so many arcs to read and everything else, and I'm just gonna let it go and be like, you know what, I'm going to read at the pace I do, and I'm not going to worry about it. So I'm just going to enjoy what I'm reading, and I'm just not going to feel rushed. But yeah, that's a big thing that I've been doing. So, and I've been like watching stuff in the background, which is probably not like the best way to read, but it's been working for me. So I'm just going to try to just read straight and just read in commercial breaks, which I haven't been doing. Because I've been so stressed out with all the books I've had to read. So just to try to enjoy my reading. And if I miss reading a book for my book club, I'm just going to be honest with my people that are following me on my book club, because it's a lot to read. And I'm doing it mostly all by myself. But yeah, so that's my plan right now, is to just not be stressed out if I don't read what I want to. That's going to be, and just like enjoy what I'm reading. Whatever it is, I chose this book for a reason. I'm not going to try to rush it. Want to complete my Harry Potter reread. I just do. I want to finish Half-Blood Prince, and I want to finish Deathly Hallows. I'm not even talking about the other books. I'm just going to finish Half-Blood Prince and Deathly Hallows in 2019. That's my only goal. If I do not do this by 2019, I'm going to be so annoyed at myself. So future Laura, you better get your butt in gear and listen to your Harry Potter book and your podcast. The problem is that I have to listen to the book, and then I have to listen to like an hour episode after every chapter, just debriefing, and I love it. Like, I love their feedback. I love it so much, but it just takes a lot of listening hours. So really, like, a 24-hour audiobook will take 48 hours. So, but I really do like their podcast. And I'm also going to be re-listening to Half-Blood Prince with MuggleCast when they go back to it too. So that will be kind of exciting. So I'm not going to count that as like a reread, because I'm literally reading it. But yeah, I really hope to finish most of it by January 1st, but we will see how much progress I actually do make. I also really want to catch up on the Shadowhunter canon. I need to read Lord of Shadows, and I need to read Queen of Air and Darkness, and then the Shadow Market audiobooks. But yeah, I know that those books are like massive, so that might take me a while as well, but I might just buy Queen of Air and Darkness and read it physically. I haven't quite decided with that yet, but that's one thing definitely that I want to finish those two series as well. I haven't made this list yet. I've made my top 10 books that I want to read in every genre, but I am going to make a top 10 list for the year that I just definitely want to read these top 10 books, and I'm going to pull like 3 books from each list, and that's how I'm going to make my big list. And these books I desperately want to read in 2019, so that's one of my goals. And also in relation to that goal, I haven't made this list yet, you guys haven't seen it yet, is I'm going to talk about the 5 series that I want to start and the 5 series that I want to complete in 2019, and I will have a video for that. So be sure you guys keep a nose out for those, but those are like going to be my big series that I'm going to put on a list and be like, okay, I'm finishing these series in 2019 or starting them even. So there are a couple like older series that I just haven't read. And there's like a couple of series I'm in the middle of that I just kind of fell a little bit far behind on. But yeah, so keep a nose out for those lists. They should be out in the first couple of weeks of January. And my last goal that I'm going to chat about is I talked about this a little bit earlier, but I do have 3 TBR cups. They're not jars, they're cups. I was going to show you a cup, but I don't want it to fall. But I have a art cup that have my arcs that I have in them. I have my middle grade cup, I have my contemporary and thriller cup, and they all kind of have different genres. So every month I want to choose a book out of one of those cups and read a diverse, at least 3 genres every month. I'm making that up now. I didn't put that anywhere else, but when I watch this video, I'm going to see if I did that. So I'm going to read 3 genres every month. They have to be like other than fantasy, because I read fantasy a lot. So 3 genres every month and pick 1 book out of one of my TBR cups every month. Alright guys, this was a long video. These are all my goals for 2019. This is in addition to being a full-time theater teacher who is putting up a production of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. So we will see how much progress I do make, but I'm really excited for 2019, and I cannot wait to make the rest of all these videos for you guys, which I'll be doing over the course of the next couple of days. So you guys will have a lot of content for the month of January at least. I will talk to you guys later, and in the comments, tell me what videos you want to see me do in 2019, and what are some of your reading goals? I want to hear all about them. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.